Hi guys, today I'm doing my 19th birthday haul, and if any of you pay attention or follow me on Twitter or Instagram or anything like that, you'll know that my birthday was over a month ago. My birthday is on the 18th of May. It is now the 29th of June, so I've been a bit crap and haven't really done this video, but I have a good reason. I've been waiting to get MAC makeup because I didn't know which shades I wanted, and then I had to let them know which shades I wanted before it was ordered and blah 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 blah. But now I've got them, I've got everything now, I can show you. I'm gonna have to say a disclaimer, I'm not bragging, I'm very grateful for everything I've got, and it's just fun to share the things you get for your birthday. That's half the fun in getting it, and I love watching what other people got for their birthday. I think it's also interesting to look back and see what I got for my 18th or my 19th and to see how things have changed. So it's kind of interesting for me as it is for you guys. Every year I get a main present, and I'm sure a lot of you do as well. It's sort of the more expensive or the main thing that you want that year. And this year my mum got me a record player, which is so cool. I love my record player. The record player itself is very old and temperamental, so I have to be quite careful with it, but we've actually got it in for repair at the moment to see if it can be fixed a little bit to make it a bit easier to work with. But while I'm talking about my record player, I thought I may as well show you the records I've got. These were also birthday presents that sort of came with it. Some of them I bought before and my mum bought before, but I thought I'd show you them all anyway as I'm on the topic. If you watched my last haul video, you would have seen some of these already, but I'm going to show you, so here we go. First one, Simon and Garfunkel's Greatest Hits. The Police, Every Breath You Take, and I love The Police, they are so cool. If you haven't heard of The Police, I'm sure you have. I mean, they do Roxanne. The only bone I have to pick with them is they've got a song called Roxanne, which I'm sure you've all heard. And my name's Roxanne, as some of you might not know, actually, because I don't really say that. My name is Roxanne, it's not Rocky. My birth name's Roxanne, my nickname is Rocky, but everyone calls me Rocky. Anyway, they've got a song called Roxanne, and whenever I tell anyone my name's Roxanne, I always get that song sung at me. And it's about a prostitute, so thanks, Police, brilliant. Then I've got Buddy Holly's Greatest Hits, and I love Buddy Holly. I just love this genre and era for music, sort of swing and rock and roll, and I really wish I was a teenager in the 50s, but unfortunately I wasn't. Clearly, because I'm still a teenager now, and are we in the noughties? Is that what it's called, the noughties? I don't really like the ring of that. Then I've got Barbra Streisand love songs. I love Barbara, she's brilliant. Her voice is just amazing. She's an amazing actress, just an amazing person, and her performances are incredible, and the way she changes songs to make them her own, just love her. She's just, Barbara, you are brilliant, I love you. Then I've got Frampton Comes Alive, and I haven't listened to this. I don't have a clue what this is like. I can imagine it's some sort of rockish kind of, I don't know, because there's a guitar and he's got the hair, but my mum picked this one up for me because she thought I'd like it, so I haven't yet listened to it because I've been slightly hooked on Barbara and The Police, but I will get around to listening to this one. I've also got the soundtrack to My Fair Lady, which I haven't actually seen, which is weird because I've seen about 70 productions, big ones, small ones, amateur stuff. I've seen a lot. But I haven't seen My Fair Lady. I don't think I've seen the film, I've seen bits of it, but I'm the kind of person that refuses to watch musicals if I haven't seen them on stage first. Don't know, I'm a bit weird like that. Phantom of the Opera, which I have had for ages, probably about 2 years now. I bought this at a boot fair a couple of years ago, and I didn't have any way of playing it, but now I have a record player so I can listen to it, and it sounds amazing. I love Phantom of the Opera, one of my favourite musicals. Some people are a bit snobby about it. They don't like it because it's Andrew Lloyd Webber, and they're like, ew, Andrew Lloyd Webber is just mainstream and blah blah blah. But I love Andrew Lloyd Webber, and I don't care what you say. I love Phantom of the Opera, it's an amazing piece of work. I said it. Sister. Then Hotel California, another one which mum got me and I haven't listened to yet. Queen's Greatest Hits, because who doesn't want Queen's Greatest Hits on vinyl. Culture Club, which are brilliant, I'm sure you all know Karma Chameleon. Then the West Side Story soundtrack, because this is just a beautiful score. It's actually really difficult to perform because the music's all over the place, it's very complicated. Some of the singing parts are quite difficult, but it's a beautiful piece of music. And West Side Story is pretty much based on Romeo and Juliet, so that makes it cool. That's it for records. I feel like I just spoke to you for about 20 minutes about records, so apologies for that. Mine and Mum's birthdays are 2 weeks apart, so my nana and granddad sort of combine our presents and we usually go somewhere. We usually go to London and watch a show. This time we did, and we went to see A Chorus Line, which is about being a dancer in a chorus line. The whole thing is sort of an audition, and it's really weird. The structure of it's kind of strange, but it sort of goes into each character's story, and the play is structured around the actual actors that were in the original cast. I believe that's true. I might be making that up, but I'm pretty sure that's true. Now onto the more fashiony beauty stuff. I got money for my birthday from a lot of people because I'm quite difficult to buy for. I'm a bit picky and I've got a very particular interest and style. I went shopping in Bath with Kaylee, Jay and Mike, and we also went to Jamie Oliver's restaurant, which was another one of my birthday presents from them. That was my birthday present. Mike vlogged the whole day, so if you want to watch that, I'll put a link in the description. It was really, really nice. It was kind of traumatic for me a little bit because I'm a vegetarian and I'm quite picky, but I kind of like to try new things at the same time. But I had cannelloni and it was really nice. I would go back and have it again. So thank you very much, guys. I've really enjoyed that. It was yum, 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 yum. While we were in Bath, me and Kaylee went to one of the vintage shops there, and this vintage shop is just something else. There are vintage shops all across the country and all across the world which are just undescribable. I mean, this place is packed full of clothes, like rail to rail. I got arm ache from trying to sort through all the stuff, but there was so much stuff there that I picked out probably about 12 or 15 things to try on, and that very rarely happens for me. If I go into a high street store, I'll go to about 5 before I find anything that I actually want to try on. Whereas this shop, because it was all vintagey and it was all costumey, I could just pick everything out and be like, oh, I like this, oh wow, look at that. The first thing I found from that shop is what I'm wearing, and it's a vintage dress. It's got a pale blue crochet collar and it's got this sort of almost polka dot but not really kind of pattern on it. They're like diamond shapes, and I can't make my mind up whether this is green or black, because in some lights it looks green and then in other lights it looks black, so I don't know. It's see-through, so I have to wear a slip underneath, but that's fine because I've got a slip anyway. Then also from the same shop, and this is questionably my favourite piece, is this vintage dress, and it's very 50s. It's definitely from sort of the 40s or 50s, and it fits really nicely, but it has a nice bleach mark there, and the collar's a bit looking worse for wear. It is clean, and the zip was broken, so mum replaced it because my mum can sew. But I love the fit of it and the colour and the print, and it's got these little tassels that sort of tie up at the back. I also love that it's got this V shape happening here, because that doesn't really happen a lot in modern clothes, and it's quite flattering, I find, on my shape anyway, because I've got quite a little waist and a big bum, so that sort of, I don't know why it helps, but it's just nice. I like it. Then from the same shop I got this cute little jacket, and the only way I can describe this is it's like a horse riding show jacket. I don't ride horses, I never have. I do live in the kind of area where people are farmers. My friend Mike is a farmer and I know other people that own horses, but personally I don't ride horses, so I don't have any reason to have a show jacket looking thing. But this is really cute. It kind of looks Victorian-y to me. I don't know, I might be making that up. It might not be Victorian at all. But it's got these lovely buttons running all the way down it, and it's cut so beautifully. It hits just on the waist and then it sort of almost peplums out. It doesn't really peplum out, it sort of goes with the shape of your body. And it's got a velvet collar and velvet cuffs on it. The arms are half length and it also nips in at the back, and it's got sort of a little slit at the back there. I love the fact that it's sort of gathered at the back as well. Then we went into another vintage shop which is a little bit further down, and this one's a bit more glamorous and a bit more put together, and the prices are higher as well. And in there I got this little play suit, but I feel kind of cutesy in this because it reminds me of pin-up girls. It's dark blue with white polka dots, but the polka dots are turning ever so slightly blue toned from the dye. It's got shoulder pads in it, but they don't actually look bad. They sort of help shape it a bit. I think I'm slightly too short for this because it doesn't really sit flatly against my body. It hangs a little bit because I'm only 5'4", and it's probably made for someone who's probably about 5'7". But considering the size of my bum, which is big, it doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look as fattening as sort of, I don't know, other play suits I've had. It also came with this belt, but this belt doesn't really stay, so I'm gonna have to find some sort of way of attaching it, maybe putting a safety pin or a little popper on it or something. Then when I went to London recently with Chris, who is crudely on YouTube, I'll link him below, we went to an event, stayed in London, and then did sort of a bit of a meet-up the day after. So hello ladies, if you're watching, I had a really fun day with you, even though it rained all day, which was a bit crap. But I vlogged that weekend, so I'll link that in the description below. While we were doing the meet-up, we went to Camden, and I picked up these braces because I don't really know why. I've had a thing for wanting braces for a while, and I don't really know how I'm going to wear these. I've worn them once already. I wore it with a white skater skirt, but I've kind of gone off wearing two pieces. I'm kind of into dresses at the moment, and I'm not really into the beanies and the docks and sort of the more, not punk, but more grungy thing. I'm not really into that at the moment. At the moment I'm sort of more into my 40s classic kind of stuff. Chris also got some too, but his are a bit darker because this is more of a girly colour in my opinion. Can you tell I haven't filmed in a while because I'm being a bit rambly? If you're watching my 19th birthday vlog, you will have seen my friend Nat and you will have seen me get these. These are sunglasses and she got me them and they're from Topshop and they're cool and I loved them and it's just, ooh. Is the posing necessary, Rocky? Probably not. They fade from black to light colour, so when I do this it's like dark, light, dark, light, dark, light. Because that's what we need, isn't it? I wonder who invented that. I wonder who thought, I know, I'm going to make it dark on the top, light on the bottom. My friends usually choose these ones when I ask them which sunglasses to wear, so I guess that's a good thing. My auntie and uncle got me a couple things. They got me this Yankee candle, which smells amazing. I just love Yankee candles. I got a Yankee candle for Christmas and the same size as this, and I think it was the vanilla shortbread or something. This one's strawberry buttercream, but if you want to win my heart, buy me Yankee candles because they're just I really like the sweet ones, sort of the vanilla ones and the strawberry ones and the sweet ones. I'm not overly fond of the fresh ones, but I think they're mainly more made for bathrooms, so when I have my own house every single room is going to have a different smelling Yankee candle in it. Is that a bit sad? It's a little bit sad, isn't it? Because it was my 19th birthday and I am legally old enough to drink in the UK, you have to be 18 to drink, my friends thought it was appropriate to buy me alcohol, so I got vodka, Smirnoff, and my friend Bon thinks it's hilarious to put a straw on it. Bon is funny and she's just very creative and she does some odd things and I love her for it. She's just, some of the cards at once, I think it was my 18th birthday. Do you remember those energy adverts where it's like a poo? It looks like a poo. It's like an orange poo. Anyway, well what she did was she had an advert for one of those and she cut it out of the advert, stuck it on a piece of card, folded it over and just made that my birthday card. It was hilarious and she wrote in it, "This is certainly not a recycled advert." I was like, this is brilliant, I love it, it was so funny. But she put a straw on it because she thinks she's funny and no, I'm not going to drink it through the straw because I don't want to die. But you can probably tell I don't drink that much because I've had this for over a month and I've only drank this much of it. I've also got this bottle of vodka. Apparently people think I like vodka. I don't know how to say this. Yeah. Is that even a word? If you're Russian, what does that say? May I just say, I don't condone drinking. I think if you want to have a drink on an occasion or if you're going out, just have a few, it's fine. I don't recommend getting absolutely drunk. It's just a waste of time, a waste of money, and you end up making yourself look like a bit of an idiot. So yes, bottom line is I don't condone drinking at all, really. My auntie and uncle also got me this Sigma angled kabuki F84 brush, which is a contouring brush, so you sort of get it in your, what's this called? Your cheekbone hole, that bit, your contoury bit, and you go, and then you make yourself look all nice and contoured. Then I went and bought more brushes because apparently I needed them. I got the shader brush from Real Techniques, which I haven't used yet. Then I also got the Sigma tapered blending brush, which is the E35, which looks like this. And I got this because everyone always goes on about the MAC 217, which is like a fluffy blending brush to blend out the edges of eyeshadow. So I wanted a brush like that and I thought I'd go for a Sigma one. Don't really know why. So that's 3 Sigma brushes I've got now. Apologies for the dirty brushes, by the way. I do use them, so they're going to have product on them. Then I also got the blush brush from Real Techniques, which is probably my favourite brush because it's really just clever. You put the product on the tip of the brush because it's tapered into a tip, and then the rest of it sort of blends it out. It's so easy to use, it's brilliant, I love it. I also got the e.l.f. Kabuki face brush, which is just a big kabuki, and I wanted to try out these because I haven't got a giant brush this big, and some people love big brushes. Personally, I find it dispenses a bit too much product. It's nice to sort of just pat over areas and not be too precise, but it's definitely not a light coverage, if that makes sense. I mean, I can tap it off, but I feel like it puts a lot of product on my face. And then the last brush I got is the Expert Face Brush from Real Techniques, which I've been using with my foundation, sort of blending it in, and my concealer as well. It's really easy to work with. It's nice and small, so it's not like using a giant brush to try and blend your foundation in. It's nice and small, gets into the crannies well, and I like it. The last few things are from MAC, and this is the reason that this video has taken so long to go up, because I've been waiting to decide which shades I wanted. But I got a new empty quad because I like to do it like this, because it means I can pick the particular shades I want. This is sort of turning into my more colourful palette. I have another palette which I have my neutrals in, which I'm sure you've all seen in my videos many times. This purple colour I bought myself, and it's called Nocturnal, and I've worn this in a couple of videos. It's really nice in the crease, and this one I'm wearing at the moment, which is called Amber Lights, and it really warms up my face because I'm quite pale, but it's not too intense gold and in your face like bling, hello, I'm wearing gold sparkle on my face. It's not like that. It's just a nice subtle colour. Then I got Plumful from MAC, which some of you may have or have seen before, and if you've been watching for a long time, you'll know I already had this. I lost it, which I was deeply upset about. It's definitely in my top 3 favourites for MAC lipsticks because it's so easy to wear and it just adds a nice colour without it being too like, hello, I'm wearing red, or I'm wearing nude, or I haven't got any lipstick on. This is sort of, I hate saying it, but it's kind of your lips but better. It just adds a bit of colour without it being too in your face. And it looks like that. Obviously it's a plum colour because it's called Plumful, but it's sheer and it's lovely. Then the last thing I got is another lipstick, and it's Chili by MAC. And I'm wearing this at the moment. This is more of a bricky red. It's sort of more orange than Russian red, but when you put them next to each other they do look very similar. So I probably don't need both, but it's nice to have both because maybe one day I might want a more orange toned red lipstick. I have my reasons, okay? And that looks like that, and I'm also wearing it now. So Chili by MAC, love this colour. I've been wearing it pretty much constantly. Every time I've gone for a red lip I've gone for this one, just because it's new really, but I really like it. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing my 19th birthday presents, and I apologise for it taking so long. I questioned even doing this video at all because I thought, oh, it's too late now. But no time like the present, and I thought it would be a shame not to share it with you, even if it is over a month late. Remember, you can follow me on all my social networks, which are always listed in the description below. Remember to comment, like and subscribe if you're not already. I try to upload every week. I usually aim for a Sunday, so keep your eyes peeled, and I usually will upload on a Sunday. Thank you very much for watching. I love you guys. Bye!